Hello, Chippewa community. This is Molly Hollahan, the principal of Chippewa Middle School, and I wanted to talk to you today about the fact that we are going to make another model shift on Monday, March 29th, and I wanted to share with you what this means for our in-person and our distance learners starting on the 29th. We are thrilled to welcome back our blended learners 4 days a week starting on the 29th. We picked the 29th because of the decrease in cases, the increase in our staff having vaccines, and we're following the governor's mandates. We are pleased to be able to offer a buffer week of blended learning right after spring break in case families travel or staff travel. It gives us a little padding there. And then that last week of March is going to help us get ready for the change, and then we will start with all in-person learning on Monday the 29th. We are returning to 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. Fridays, we're going to have the same schedule that we have now. Virtual live teaching for the core classes, Allied Arts small group and full group as they determine on their Fridays starting at 8:15 a.m. In 30-minute classes. We are doing this because we continue to have to honor the governor's mandate for 30 minutes of prep per day for all of our Allied Arts colleagues who are going to continue to teach in both models. We've been pleased to offer the full complement of Allied Art classes to all of our students, and having these virtual Fridays allows us to be in compliance with the governor's mandate, allows us to have that teacher planning time that is needed for teachers in both models, and is continuing to serve us well. The big news is that Monday through Thursday, we are going to be changing to the 7-period day. We have received a lot of feedback from families, from students, and teachers about the desire for a 7-period day. Students will be able to see their classmates and their teachers every day. The classes will be approximately 45 minutes long. First period and last period will be 50 minutes long. It's going to help minimize sustained interaction that could lead to quarantine. It's easier to have that distance that's required for 15 minutes or more in class periods that are 45 minutes long versus class periods that are 100 minutes long. We also believe that this is going to increase the mental well-being of our students, not to have 100 minutes of screen time at one time for our distance learners, or just even that stamina that it takes to have 100-minute class periods when we're full in person. We do understand that there's a bit of a risk because there would be 3 more classes and 3 more passing times, but we believe the benefits by far outweigh any additional risk, and it feels a little bit more like a step towards normalcy in advance of the fall. I'm putting the schedule up here. You don't even have to look at this because I'm going to send it out separately, but it is the 7-period day schedule. We'll also have the block schedule for 6th graders. The next big change is that we are going to assign lockers. Since students are going to have those 7 classes, they might not have enough room in their backpack for all of their stuff. The lockers are now all over the building, and this is going to help us kind of spread students out in the morning. We're going to assign lockers even to distance learning students who aren't going to use them, so that's going to increase the spacing for students who do need to access their lockers. We're going to teach students how to use those lockers. Our 6th graders have never had them. They've never probably had to do a combination locker. We're going to teach them how to do that in that final week of blended learning right before the 29th. We are not requiring students use lockers. If they're more comfortable carrying their materials with them, that is fine, but we will have them available and assigned to all students. We are now shifting from a 6 feet to a 3 feet rule in classes. Our classrooms are going to be full, and we're organizing them to create as much space as possible, but I do want to be clear, it will not be 6 feet in between students. What we're doing is we're going to have documented seating charts should we need to do some contact tracing. So we will know which students were close to which classmates should there be a positive case. At lunch, though, we do believe we're going to be able to keep close to 6 feet. We're going to use the cafeteria, the auditorium, our commons, and then, because this is happening with the arrival of spring, we really believe that in good weather, we're going to be outside. If we need to document if there's student interaction for a sustained period at lunch due to contact tracing, we can take a look at some video footage. I just also want to share that we really are going to emphasize community building and socializing. We're going to put connection before content. Content is really, really important, but it's been a year of isolation, and we want to help students remember how to interact socially. Being able to see their classmates and their teachers every day of the week is going to make a big difference. Even for our distance learners, we're going to increase the socialization. We know sixth graders haven't yet experienced the seven period day. The seventh graders had a disrupted sixth grade experience and a seventh grade experience, and our eighth graders are gearing up for high school. We are looking to figure out what sort of things we can do this spring for sports or after school activities, and we definitely are in the process of planning some end of year celebrations for both distance learners and in-person learners. We believe that we can do that safely. So please reach out with questions or concerns. We are planning that blended learning students will come 4 days a week and that our distance learners will remain distance. If you would like to make a change to the model that you've selected for your child, please reach out to your child's dean as soon as possible. It is an entire schedule change, and so we need to plan for that. And it is our hope that, except for extenuating circumstances, students are going to stay in this model for the remainder of the school year. As always, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. The shift to blended learning has worked wonderfully, and we really do anticipate a smooth transition to more in-person learning. We are seriously thrilled to be back in action with students in the building 4 days a week. Please do partner with us by reminding your children to wear a mask, to stay home if not feeling well, to keep 6 feet apart in those common spaces. We will continue to communicate with you, probably too much so, and just know we are so grateful for your flexibility, for your partnership. You have been amazing, and your support means the world to us. So thanks for coming along on the ride to yet another shift in our learning model. We're so happy to have your family as part of the Chippewa community. Thanks, and have a great day.